favorite upset of the first round. Uh, Calabrese, you're going to go where I'm also going to go.
Yeah, give me
Go
the
ahead.
Tritons over the Wolverines. Congrats on your Big Ten Conference Championship title, Michigan. Two of the last three have lost in the round of 64, Iowa and Purdue in recent years. So it has not been a springboard to March Madness success necessarily. And as we hit on, Michigan is super sloppy with the basketball, which plays right into the Tritons' hands. Yes, they're going to be undersized, and I think there's going to be some issues defending Michigan's pick and roll with Wolf and Golden. But if they turn it over 15 or 20 times in this game, I think there's an opportunity for San Diego to really jump on them. This is a team that won over 30 games. They're on this incredible streak, and they were also challenged at the very end in the Big West title game against a UC Irvine team that their biggest thing was interior defense with a 7-1 big who was, basically altered shots, was difficult to deal with on the offensive glass, and they were able to navigate that and win that one going away in the second half. So I think that's a perfect warm up for them to be able to handle the Big Ten tournament champs. So give me UC San Diego.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, could they lose this game? Absolutely. I just think it's a coin flip game from where I have these teams rated, throw in the rest, the turnover issues. Yeah, Michigan's size could definitely be an issue at times at the rim against UC San Diego for sure. But I think they'll have paths to offense here in a multitude of ways. So that's where I'm going as well. It's my favorite upset as of now. Although, if you're looking for eight in 13 seeds have won a game in the first round in the past eight tournaments. So last year it was Yale over Auburn. And Yale, if you're looking for a 13, I don't think Yale is a bad option in your bracket. That little pot of UC San Diego, Michigan, Texas A&M, Yale, like it's super fascinating. Like I think, like I said, Texas A&M could give Auburn issues, but could they even get out of the first round? Like so, but Texas A&M, Yale is going to just go under everything. They're going to force a ton of threes. Texas A&M can't shoot. Yale can compete on the defensive glass. Yale does have a lot of shooters, and if Polkitis is on, it could be trouble for A&M for sure. But I'll go with UC San Diego for now. At the buzzer, one final. Well, I guess I'll ask you guys this before we get to our final four picks. Do you have any just off the cuff? I'll put you on the spot. Are there any like crazy upsets that you could see? Like you have to go 13, at least a 13 seed. Is there anyone that you could see? There's usually one that no one sees coming. Um,
All right, but before we hop into that, let's flip it to Greg for his upset pick, because then I have a big one. I'm going to turn my back on a coach and a team that I've been backing all season long, but I'm ready to get off the ride. But Greg, what's your upset for
Mm.
the round of 64?
I did hit on it in the favorite play of the region already, but I'm taking High Point. I think they beat Purdue outright. I couldn't jump off the Purdue bandwagon quick enough at this point. The only other one I would add, I think you mentioned it briefly, Stuck, but I think there's a world that Kentucky goes down to Troy, and then the internet bursts into flames when Kentucky fans find out that Mark Pope is not a great NCAA tournament coach historically.
yeah, I mean maybe uh, I was thinking Montana just because of the Wisconsin spot and their legs, but Big Sky teams are horrendous in the tournament. 3-39 since 1985. They haven't beat a high major team since 1999. With I think that was Howard Arsenault and Weber State. Montana, like they want to get to the rim. They have no size, and so even they do take away the three, but yeah, I can't go Montana. Even
For
though it is a
super
true.
long, maybe Lipscomb, just given
Yeah,
no Gilbert.
Lipscomb was my pick. I mean, Iowa
Oh,
State. We talked about it all year long. It's like, when Momcilovic and, this whole lineup is there, and when you have the sixth man of the year coming off the bench and not being forced into starter minutes and blah, blah, blah. Well, now Keyshawn Gilbert's out for the tournament, and Lipscomb, one of their calling cards, is they are so disciplined they never foul. So that what they're going to do is say, all right, Iowa State with these, with one starter out, with just a go-to potential NBA player not available, beat us, and we're not going to give you free points at the charity stripe. I think this has all the makings of an early exit for an Iowa State team that, coming out of Maui, we looked at them as a team that could absolutely win the national championship. They get into that, even that battle with BYU a couple games ago where they forced 30 turnovers and still somehow lose that game at Hilton. I still had hope that with a full deck, they could make a deep run, but I am off the wagon right now. So in terms of a 14 or higher, I think you could do a lot worse than Lipscomb to win it.
Yeah, I could see it just because of their profile. I mean, they take good care of the ball. They run beautiful. They run beautiful offense, and they have shooters all over. Run beautiful motion, and that's what you have to do against Iowa State. Move the ball, hit some threes. You mentioned they don't foul. They're good on the defensive glass. Talent disparity is going to be pretty big, but yeah, Iowa State just with this lineup in constant flux and like what is going on with the team. And so if Lipscomb is hitting their threes, which they'll shoot plenty of and they make plenty of them, could be some trouble for Iowa State. Iowa State has a major turnover issues, but that is one thing that Lipscomb won't, pretty passive D, won't really exploit. But I don't hate that as far as a super long shot.